guys, so I'm continuing the theme of relationship patterns and secure attachments, and today we're focusing on my favourite attachment. I shouldn't say favourite, but I think it's the one that has the most meat to it, and it's the one where when I think about the clients that I've interacted with and also some failed relationships, when I will describe some of the attributes and what some of the signs are, you'll be like, all right, okay, now I see why it didn't work out and what attachment style you are. So, avoidant. Avoidant in a nutshell is to avoid being attached emotionally, basically. Those from this attachment style will probably struggle with intimacy issues, and obviously that's coming from a space of fear. And what they'll do is unconsciously create situations that will destroy the relationship, which is quite sad really, because as humans, obviously, we're all looking for love, we're all looking for connections, we're all looking for just that relationship that will help you grow, regardless of whether you want it to end, progress into marriage or children. We need those connections as human beings. So those from the attachment style, the avoidant attachment style, tend to disregard the feelings of others and their own. Again, I think it's quite sad because obviously because it's unconscious behaviour, they don't even realise that they're doing it. One of the key attributes is that they view emotions as a weakness and they don't handle failure very well. And what I will say when it comes to the avoidant attachment is there's kind of two categories. There's fearful and anxious, and today I'm just focusing on fearful. So, what are some of the signs for those at home? The first thing would be that they cherish their space, so they will stress boundaries. It's kind of a thing of my things, your things. And I think about kind of, some of those people that when it comes to the weekends, they're kind of gone for dust. You might see them in a week, but the weekends is their time, and for you to get any time on the weekends might be a problem. As I said, it's not always as cutthroat as that, but that's just one sign, one indication of what some of their behaviours are like. Another thing is that they are uncomfortable with deep feelings. And I think those that might be dating someone from an avoidant attachment style, you might find that you are described as needy when you want the relationship to progress, or you're looking for certain values that aren't being met, or certain needs, or your voice just isn't being heard. You may be described as the needy one because they're uncomfortable with their deep feelings and they have very much a strong sense of emotional independence. Another sign is that they idolise past relationships. So you'll always feel it'll be the one that got away. I think sometimes as people we feel that anyway, there's that one that got away, but they kind of fantasize about that relationship, put them on a pedestal. They were the perfect person, and in the ideal world they'd still be with them in that relationship. And what they're actually doing is they focus so much on the past relationship so that they don't deal with the current relationship. They're not dealing with what's going on in their life at the moment, their current relationship. Another sign is that they won't want to commit. Sorry, they won't. Commitment to them is like giving up their freedom. That is a really, really big thing. So if they do commit, because some people who are from an avoidant attachment style do still commit, but what they might do is they might end up self-sabotaging the relationship. So that might be overworking, withholding affection, withholding feelings, intimacy, because obviously in the long run all those things are going to be detrimental to your relationship going forward. Another thing that the avoidant might do is secrecy. So they might start withholding, facts about themselves. They might withhold things that are going on at work, i.e. there's been redundancies left, right and centre and you don't find out till 3 months after the time has passed. They might withhold, you might not meet the family. There's one, sometimes you've been in a relationship with someone and you haven't even met people that are close to them. Those are all big indications that this person might be avoidant or they're not looking for something long-term and serious. Another sign is mixed signals. So you'll have alternate periods where you might get loads of calls, loads of texts, and then it goes quiet. Or there might be lots of planning, so things like, on the weekend we'll do this, or we'll plan all these holidays, and they don't follow through. So yeah, a lot of mixed signals. And I don't know about you, but for me, I'd hope to have some form of stability in a relationship. Mixed signals doesn't really work going forward. And obviously, it's not going to help for you if you're dating that person. I think it's going to bring on some self-esteem issues and just your confidence in the relationship. Another thing is that they value independence. So they'll also encourage you to be more independent. And again, I think it's all about balance. But if it's a case of you're both living these very separate lives, then again, you might want to have to think about where the relationship is going. And again, if you start to flag up that you want more things from this relationship, they might consider you, again, being needy. So those are just a few things to look for. As I said, and I'll say it again, it's never a black and white thing, but I think it is really important to just have an awareness of some of these signs and these attributes, because the reality is that it's giving you an indication of what the relationship is going to look like going forward. And in a nutshell, it's going to be low on intimacy. Thanks for watching.